Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mochammad Alfat Rafif. My student card number is A320200148. I am a member of the Tourism Business Class C. Today, I will summarize the history of tourism and talk about the places that I wanted to visit. Now, first we talk about the history of tourism. Tourism, one of the biggest beating hearts of entertainment. But it's not always such the case. Tourism has already existed since the Bronze Age, such as Egyptian monarchs traveling on spiritual journeys accompanied by entertainers to many haunted sites, like the Pyramid of Giza, to Greek civilians and philosophers witnessing the Olympics. Tourism was once a means of pleasure, devised by the social elites, like the Roman equites, European nobilities, or great philosophers, both to seek out interesting locales and to mingle with their peers. This can be in the form of rigid and highly cultured proceedings of traveling to distant domains, attending social parties, and sampling the cuisines. These proceedings are very exact and strict in their executions for building an image of aristocratic superiority towards their lessers. These forms of tourism were enacted by a great many European nobilities from France, Britain, Italy, Germany, Bohemia, and many others. They traveled to cultured sites where they could exemplify their caste strata, for purveying the means of travel alone implies a great deal of wealth to be had in the first place, thus giving tourism a form of exclusivity to the gentes and nobles of the time. Although not all tourism has the same intent for pleasures, some, the educated middle classes, travel to fulfill their obligations. This can be exemplified by the craftsmen and guildsmen that plied their trades in their excursions. The intent of these acts is to mature and learn while traveling, experience the world and improve one's craft in order to grow through a test and return as an accomplished man. Although idealistic, there are many of these workers that would suffer complications due to unsafeness of the post-Roman roads, the lack of interested customers, and other malpractice. Modern tourism, as we know it, was first developed in the late 18th to early 19th century. The progress of time and the Industrial Revolution has made the act of traveling not as exclusive or daunting as it once was. The rich middle class may now be permitted to experience the same amount of luxuries that the elites have. State-sanctioned holidays, incentives from the government to give their employees free traveling permits, and even some political agendas have made tourism freely accessible to all the people that could afford it. Now, we shall talk about the places that I wanted to visit. There are a lot of places that I wanted to visit, but if I have to pick one, then I would pick Jerusalem. I wanted to go and enter many religious founded sites in that region, such as the Al Aqsa Mosque, Mount Zion, and the Mosque of Omar. I also wanted to taste the many cuisines there, such as the belgeh or ka'ach, hummus, and, most importantly, falafels. The region holds a very special place in my heart due to the importance it holds to many people and the rich history it has. Unfortunately, the region is rife with conflicts and war between Israel and Palestine, but I hope that one day I will be able to visit Jerusalem.